Farming, a place where you go to have music cloud your head. It may start off small, but becomes a massive land. You may escape the world of chaos, but in the end, chaos will always find you, the great king of Fortnite. Yo, it's your boy Ace back with another video, and I hate farming. No, yes, I did say I hate farming. Well, for many valid reasons. Maybe because I just don't like farming my farm again and again and again and doing the same repetition over and over again. I do love the music part though. That's what makes farming such an amazing thing. But I hate it only because it's just too boring. It's repetition and I don't want to keep doing it all over again. I prefer mining. Mining, I can actually do things, move around, kill things. I can actually do other things besides mine. But farming is the same. But sadly, I have a quest to become the strongest person in Skyblock, and the only way to do that is actually to farm. Now, sadly, do I have to? No. But do I want to? No. But sadly, a brother has to live in this economy because trust me, the Skyblock economy is terrible and money around here is very scarce. I need it. But the only way to do that is actually obtain the best farming armor in the game. Now, yes, what I mean by the best farming armor, I mean the best farming armor. Now, you may look at me and be like, what do you mean farming armor? Can't you not mine with any armor? Well, yes, but look, do you not want maximum profits, maximum XP, and good stuff? Look, you gotta have perfect armor for each skill you're grinding because, for example, mining armor, you have divine armor. You would never use divine armor in a combat or farmer relating setting. If you do, you are absolutely weird and you need to be put in prison, or you just gotta go play RuneScape because truly, why are you farming with mining armor? It's set for mining. Don't be weird. Don't be one of those weirdos walking around with necromancer armor saying, oh guys, I'm gonna farm with this. Like, no, you are a weirdo. Get your facts straight. But look, like farming, you need its own armor. You need set armor for stuff, and farming has its own. Now, yes, there's multiple farming sets, multiple things you can use for farming, but look, there's one set that you need to farm with. Now, from what the wiki tells me, there's multiple, but sadly, there's only one. Now, yes, we have the wheat, and yes, we have the melon, and yes, we have the rancher boots. You know, all these are good for farming. All give you farming fortune and some type of XP. But no, only one is the best. And it's the Helios. I don't know however you say this whack name, but trust and believe this is what the wiki says, the best farming armor out there. Now, I could be fully wrong, and I'd be seeing Farmento's armor out there, but look, I'm going to follow what the wiki says because the wiki is a reliable source, just like a ChatGPT is. So trust and believe I'm going to follow the wiki to the T. And when I mean to the T, I mean to the absolute E. Before I get all that type of armor, I need to actually go on a quest, because to get that armor, you actually have to get 5 other armors before you actually get that armor. You can't just skip your way there. But yeah, recently I did get myself a set of melon armor, which with this melon armor, I can actually get another set called the Cropi's armor. Now, the only way to get this armor is to get an object called the Cropi. Yes, you need to go secrets of events to get this certain stuff, because Skyblock is an elaborate game that makes you do harsh things for very expensive stuff. Now, could I not just buy this at a browser somewhere? Yes. But am I going to do that? No. Because the reason I play Skyblock is actually get good. Not to just buy my way to the top. Like, I'm not a noob! So with this newfound information, I got straight to farming. I'm talking about I was farming. I'm talking about tills and tills, land after land being farmed. I even had to put on a chicken pet just so I can get the farming XP out of it. Because I was like, hey, let me at least get some farming out of this. Because, like, bro, I'm going to be farming for a good minute. Like, now hold on, let me pause the video right here real quick, because I totally forgot to mention one crucial detail that could probably ruin us forever. Now, when it comes to Croupies, they actually only spawn from only a certain type of plants and only certain type of things. They only spawn from wheat, carrots, and potatoes. Now, when I mean they only spawn from these things, I mean that I have to farm these things. And be aware, not to even mention, it's only a 5% chance, or a zero, matter of fact, let me be exact, a 0.3 or 0.5% chance of these things spawning. Now let me just get back to the video. My bad. Now again, even if I have found more information, all I could really do is continue to farm. Like, literally, it's just, if you really want to get what you want, you're gonna have to farm for it. Now, again, a lot of people will be saying, just buy the Kobe off the browsers. I'm not doing it. I'm going to farm. Literally because farming is the best thing to do. If I don't farm, am I really playing Skyblock? If I'm not doing the same thing a countless amount of times to get an item, are you really playing the game? No, you're not. So, all I did was farm. I'm talking about farming wheat field after wheat field. Like, literally, like, you think I was joking, but I haven't. I was able to accumulate so much level, not even level, probably just skill points from farming so much, because the skill level is one of the most weirdest things. It takes too long to upgrade. To be honest, I don't got that much farming, but trust and believe I hated it. Trust and believe the sound will be off for every farming video, for all these farming clips, because trust and believe I was annoyed. I had to turn my own sound off because I didn't want to hear this much farming. But trust and believe I had to do a lot of farming. Now, yes, the endless question everybody's been asking is like, how much does even a Kobe cost? Because all we know, I could be doing all this grinding for nothing. Because a Kobe can probably cost like what, 1 coin. So let's just see how much does this thing cost? I mean, how you spell this stupid thing? A Kobe. How much do you cost, man? That is a reasonable price. That is a big reasonable price. That is a fat reasonable price. Oh my damn! Wait a minute. I might have to rethink my decisions. Now, even after going through my decisions, I realize I'm still not going to buy a Kropi. Why? Because I'm actually have an ego. Like, my ego is too big for this. I really want to prove that the grind is worth it. Now, trust and believe I want to quit. I truly want to quit. The amount of farming, the amount of building, the amount of work I have to put in my garden is more than ever. I'm pretty sure this video should have been posted, like, literally probably before Martin Luther King's Day, but sadly it's going to be posted after. Like, I can't gotta find a good schedule. Like, these videos take forever, man. Come on. Yeah, but even though the Kropi seems super worth getting, I'm not gonna do it because I'm rather just farm. But we have one slight problem about the garden. It is super inefficient. When I mean inefficient, I mean inefficient. So usually when you start off a simple plot, when you get the materials for a plot, they give you a simple plot like this. You know, it's big, wide ranging. Don't mind the pest. I don't feel like cleaning it up, but you know, you get a wide range plot. It's decent size, but it can only get you so much. That's why you actually have to destroy this plot and then make a whole new thing in the plot, which takes way more work, meaning that I actually have to place a dirt layer above this and maybe under to actually make it more efficient, because one plot of land, by the time you get to the end, this part of the land is still growing, but it's not fully grown, so you can't really farm it to its full potential. So what I have to do is I actually have to tear this all up, mine under it, build a farm under it, use the dirt that I got from under it, and place it on top. And yes, that's how you play Skyblock. Like, why do I have to do this? Yeah, and with that happening, I got straight to it. Literally, I tested this on my pumpkin farm because, to be honest, I don't farm pumpkins anymore, but they give pretty good XP. So basically, you want to try to start with the things that give you the best XP. So I did to my pumpkin farm, and with the stuff I got from the bottom, I just put it to the top. Literally, you can see here, I'm mining out, I'm excavating, I'm farming, I'm doing labor. Literally what Hypixel Skyblock is made for. You start at the bottom, and then you put yourself to the top. And it was literally just a repeat and repeat transaction. And trust me, you would think that it would be simple and easy like that, but no, it's not that easy. It actually took hours and countless hours. I'm still not even finished. You can physically see I'm still going. But eventually, maybe, I don't know when I will be finished. I'm telling you this, it's like so much building. You realize you saw how big a plot of land in the garden is. So trust me, it's not that easy. It's so much building you have to do. You have to excavate. If you run out of dirt, you have to go mine more dirt. And if when you do use all your dirt because you have so much dirt, you're gonna need more slabs. You need to, like, I swear I probably spent over 1,000,000 coins in slabs at this point. Still, even with the footage I show you here, it's still not even enough to estimate how much dirt I had to mine. Literally, the video, like, clips that I show you, you may think this is all just random footage, which, to be honest, it is kind of random footage at a certain point in time, because I didn't record this all back to back. This took like hours on set. Like, this was like hours separated from time. So I bet the last clip you saw was literally probably like either a day ago or probably like 5 hours ago. but truly it just shows that it literally took time because I got tired of farming. Literally, I got tired of farming. I could not do it. I don't get how people can constantly farm. Like, yes, I love the more health, but trust and believe, I have to literally, I'm telling you, my W, my A and D keys, and probably my mouse button is hurting. I bet you they are suffering the pain it has to take. Because I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's truly not easy. Because even with this, I still have to do this to my wheat farm. This is just my pumpkin farm. I still have a whole wheat farm to do. Because like, I'm not trying to, I don't need to farm pumpkins right now. I need to farm wheat. Wheat, carrot, potatoes. Now, be aware, I still have to do this I still have to dug out the bottom of wheat. I still haven't even done the carrot nor potatoes. So it's like, bruh, there's way more that I have to do than is shown here. It's too much. Now, out of all things, there is probably one thing I did forget to mention. I still need a farm. Like, come on, if I really want to make this a longer video than it needs to be, I could just be building on my garden the whole time. But no, I still need a farm further. So, crazy enough, Skyblock has these events, which be aware if you don't participate in any of the events, you are losing. Now, to be honest, I don't participate in most of them, so I'm kind of losing my own profit myself. But trust me, you gain profit and you actually do better for yourself and you get some exclusive items during the events. Now, during these events, you have the fishing event, mining fiesta, and you also have farming contest, which is hosted by my favorite white Hispanic brother, Jacob. Literally, I'm telling you, you have to farm. And if you're not farming during these contests, you're losing out because when you farm and you complete the farming contest, which be aware the farming contest goes on a time frame. So you can either hit bronze, silver, or gold. Now, I never hit gold yet because I don't like farming. So of course, I'm never going to reach the highest thing in garden and farming, but still I'm making progress. But with this farming and with all this building, I'm like, hold up, I still need a farm. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't need to be farming wheat at this exact moment because I need to be more efficient and actually gain the farming level I still need. So, as long as I'm farming during the contest and as long as it's a material that I have in my garden, then I can still make the theoretical good XP for my level to get more double crops because the higher you level up in your farming, the more crops you get. Yes, I know that may sound so difficult and too elaborate for a simple noob, but trust and believe you will understand when I show you. Now, to bore you guys with all the basic facts about farming contests, it's literally just simple. You have three crops that you can mine during this farming contest, and all you have to do is mine them. The highest you get, the more rewards. Now, you can see in this clip, I have there's three active farming, though there's only one active contest, but three active crops you can farm. Potatoes, mushrooms, and cocoa beans, which I'm gonna farm cocoa beans because logically, cocoa beans, there's more of them you're gonna for sure be grinding more cocoa beans than the potato. And to be honest with you, I don't have replenishment on the potato thing yet. So, because with this whole new greenhouse update, we got these new farming tools that don't come with replenishing. So, like, I have to actually craft the replenishing thing. So, I'm not gonna bother doing that. But literally, all you do is farm the cocoa beans, which, to be honest, this may seem like add more thrill to farming, but it really doesn't. I'm telling you right now, as a person who has had to do contest after contest, this is boring. Be aware, this is not the only contest I have to do. I'm pretty sure I didn't clip all the contests I did only because I was like, did I'll be solely annoyed. Truly, I'll be like super annoyed to the point where I might die. But in the end of the day, this is what you have to do for a contest. Now, do you have to collect your rewards immediately? No. If it's really just like the Galileo when you're foraging, you don't have to collect your alligator tickets instantly. You can wait a little bit. So that's usually what I do because this is mainly for XP and hopefully to get better stuff. Now I hope this is a better example of what the farming contests are because if this did not help you at all, then trust and believe you don't need to be playing this game. Matter of fact, if you're gonna play this game, don't farm. Matter of fact, no, actually farm. I want you to farm first. The quicker you farm, the quicker this thing will be over. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you straightforward. Farm now because I'm telling you, if you have to farm later, you're gonna die. You're gonna cry. You're gonna want to just give up. So don't. I would advise you to farm as you can. Do it ahead. Because the more health you have in the early game, the better your life will be. Like, I have to give advice to these newbies because they want to. Carl, like, come on, man. Fix the script. See, and here's another one where I actually have to farm. Now, trust to believe, this may seem fun, but be aware if when you really haven't upgraded your wheat farm yet, it's still pointless. Like I'm glad I'm farming wheat for more trophies, but truly it's terrible. You can even see that this new greenhouse update has truly kind of ruined the way I farm. Because perfectly I used to be able to just use this simple diamond tool, but no, now I have this iron tool that only gives me a certain amount of fortune. But at the end of the day, it's still good. We're not even gonna worry about that because to be honest, that's none of my business. Go watch an update video if you want to learn about this greenhouse update because trust me, I barely understand it myself. But still, you can see here another Jacob contest, and you can see that we're literally just farming wheat. I could farm the other two things, which be aware I could farm mushrooms or these yellow bushes, but just like I don't have those two on my garden yet. So I choose to just farm wheat, because either way I have to farm wheat. And trust to believe, I wish I could use that land above me. I do. But guess what? I haven't finished it yet. Because literally I've already finished all the land on above my pumpkin farm. So now I have to do the wheat farm. Like I'm telling you right now, I'm absolutely cooked. I'm cooked. At this point, this video is never gonna come out. Like Carl, can we figure out the schedule, please, Carl? Carl, yo, can we figure out what we're gonna do with the schedule? I need to get this video posted, Carl. Now, gladly after that contest, I actually got finished with it, which I got finished with the top and it felt amazing. Well, not really finished. You can kind of see I still have some other land I have to fill in, some more dirt I have to fill in. But look, to be honest, we can move on from that. I kind of realized I messed up my slab, so I was like, look, I'm gonna have to destroy it. But look, no matter what, I basically finished it to the point where I can actually start putting in slabs. Because if you have to start putting in slabs at the bottom for, water and all that other crazy stuff, that just shows that you made some progress. So look, I made some progress. We're almost finished. We can do it. Literally, I just want you to know that there's a part of me that's frustrated. There's a part of me that's frustrated. Like this takes too long. Like I truly want a Hypixel, the server admin, to understand this. Admin guarding farming is terrible. I hate it. I truly hate it. I'm gonna be a standardized hater. I'm gonna be one of those haters who just be hating for no reason. I don't care how much times you hate it. How many times, matter of fact, now I don't care how many times I hate it. I don't care how many times you updated it. You can update it to be the most peak skill to grind, and I will still hate it because I do not like farming. This garden is terrible, and I have to sit here. I'm annoyed. I do not want to farm again. So please, Hypixel, stop making us have to farm for good stuff. Just make it cheap so we can buy it. Or matter of fact, Hypixel players, I'm gonna look at this, I'm gonna look at you. Stop making things 5 million coins in the auction house. It's not worth it. Make the money. Know how to market. Do you guys not learn how to market in school, please? Now, with all this weed I've actually made, now I have this much. I've done this much. It may seem like a lot, but no, this is nothing. I still have this whole to do. Like, oh my damn! Why is being efficient so difficult? You can see I'm almost finished. Literally, you can see I'm almost finished with everything. I still have more wheat to farm and more wheat to place, but look, at the end of the day, I'm practically finished. Because I'm only gonna really grind for wheat because it's only the most profitable thing to farm. Because truly, trust and believe, you're not gonna farm potatoes or carrots because you don't really make that much money. So guess what? I'm just gonna go ahead and farm wheat because wheat you get seeds and wheat. So it's like you get two in one, while carrots and potatoes you just get one. So look, you're just gonna see clips of me trying my best. Like I give up anymore. I can't do any more voiceovers because I swear if I have to voice over one more clip, this script is gonna be too long. Like I don't even have a road script. I just go off the block with this, man. Like, yo, Carl, can we get a better script? Matter of fact, Carl, you're fired. Can we fire? Here's Carl. Can we fire him? Can we fire Carl, please? Okay, I did enough farming. Yes, I finally finished farming. So literally only takes 80 cropies to create the set. And crazy enough, I didn't know that until halfway farming. Like my realization that I was farming and doing extra work for no reason really made me pissed. But in the end of the day, I realized all the extra work I'm doing is actually for the other armor sets that I'm gonna need to use. And I would need to farm other crops. And so I'm glad I did extra work and I over prepared. But yep, since the thing only costs 80 cropies, now I actually can do the hard part of this, which is not really hard, but it just takes extra work, and that's more farming. Yes, you thought I had to actually do other stuff. Well, maybe I could just buy the rest, but come on, who really buys the rest of the set? Not me. Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't mind if I just follow these real quick. Yeah, let me just casually, it just, nobody saw a thing, nothing, nobody saw a thing. Uh, Okay, yes, I did buy something. Come on, you really think I'm gonna farm more wheat? Like at this point, you might as well just sell my organs. Like I cannot do it anymore. But the one thing that farming has taught me is that you gotta just farm. Like at this point, if you're really gonna buy yourself to the top, do it with dignity and at least know what you're buying. Because trust and believe, if I knew the set cost potatoes, carrots, I would have just actually farmed the rest. But no, I didn't. I really did not care about it. But that's the one thing I learned. So I might as well just end it. Why?